ASICS has extended the Blast lineup with the new Megablast. But does this super trainer deserve a spot in your shoe rotation? Find out in today's full review. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Cody with The Shoe with Cody, and today we got ourselves a good one. We are talking about the newest super trainer. We are talking about the ASICS Megablast, the newest addition to the Blast lineup. I have about 33 miles into the shoe, and I have a lot to say. In this video, I'm going to talk about the fit, the good, the bad, and the verdict. Should you buy this shoe? Yeah, this shoe right here. Now, before I dive into all this goodness, I do need to point out one thing. ASICS did send me this shoe for a review, but they have no idea what I'm going to say in this video, and they have no control over any of my content. I also have a big favor to ask you all. Hit the like button and smash the subscribe button. You know you want to. Costs you absolutely nothing, but it definitely helps the channel. Now let's sit back, relax, and let's talk about the ASICS Megablast. To kick this video off, I am going to talk about the fit. And for me, this was true to size. I am a men's 9.5 in almost all shoes, specifically ASICS, and I had no issues at all with my size. My foot came in at a perfect spot. My toe was not too close. It's really important when you're getting that locked down in correctly, and it really does start with the right fit. Again, for me, true to size, no issues at all. The width. Really happy to say it accommodated my widest foot really nicely. At first, I wasn't a little bit sure. It kind of felt a little bit snug, but the longer I ran into it, it definitely broke in, and it really did accommodate my foot. The toe volume box, I mean, this thing is really nice. There's no issues at all. This is definitely a volume that you're not gonna have any issues at all. I had no blistering at all here, or here. Really happy to report that. There's nothing worse than getting a shoe that has a lot of promise. The foam feels fantastic, but you get a ton of blistering because the fit just doesn't fit right. But again, to me personally, my widest foot accommodated very nicely in this shoe, and the shoe is true to size. Now, because I'm a positive guy, I'm going to start with the positives. And honestly, folks, the number one has to be the FF Turbo². Look at this foam. Oh, it is nice, folks. There's a lot of it, and it just is such a comfortable shoe. I was able to do daily miles in it, recovery day, long runs, and definitely picking the paces up. Maybe not the fastest shoe out there, but definitely daily runs, easy miles, and long runs felt really nice. Going double digits in the shoe just felt like a treat. My foot really enjoyed racking in the miles, and it really is. Look at that foam. One more time. It's just butter, folks. It feels fantastic. The other thing about this shoe is I really enjoyed the ride. It was definitely comfortable, but I felt it a little bit snappier. Definitely felt a little bit more responsive than maybe the Super Blast, in my personal opinion. And I do think it's because of that foam. It's just a different compound, and it just feels different. For me personally, I just felt like I could just go for days. I just could keep going. Getting those long miles in just felt really comfortable. When I wanted to pick the pace up a little bit, I was able to do that. Getting in the 7s, when I wanted to go a little bit slower, I could. Having that type of versatility is really nice. The upper, it was still hot in Pennsylvania when I was running in this shoe, and it was very breathable. Did the job. That's really important to me. I hate when I have a shoe that, again, it fits me my width wise, it hits a lot of marks, but my foot cooks. With that, going for like double digit miles in a shoe that's just overly done and your foot just can't breathe, just really sucks. Happy to report personally, this breathed extremely well, and I was really happy with it. The other reason why that's important too, especially with the width, is when the longer I go in a shoe, happens with everybody, your feet want to spread out a little bit, you get a little swollen. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You definitely want a shoe that can accommodate that, especially when you're going 18, 19, 20 plus miles. You want a shoe that can handle that. Great lockdown, really tied the shoe, no issues at all. Glad to say I didn't need a runner's knot. Again, just regular laces, tied it, ready to go. At first, I was a little bit worried about the materials here. I thought maybe it would cause some rubbing or irritation. Happy to report no issues at all with the heel counter. I love a stout heel counter, and this gives it to me. Again, just really locked it into place, forgot the shoe was on. The outsole, really no issues there either. I definitely ran on some spots that were a little bit more wet, or was a little bit of gravel. No issues at all. I felt like I was able to just dig through, get through the rainy puddles, and it caused no issues at all. Again, This shoe delivers a lot. This is definitely a shoe that delivers a lot. It's a super trainer, if you're gonna put it in that category, or even a more plush daily trainer. Really happy with what I'm able to do in this shoe. The versatility is clutch, and the foam is just money. With the good, you do know there has to be some bad, and honestly, there's not a ton of bad with this shoe, but the number one has to be the price of the shoe. This shoe is $225. While I really enjoy it, that is a lot of money, folks. $225 is just a lot for any shoe. I'm always gonna call it out. The other thing that kind of bothered me a little bit about the shoe, and again, I don't know if it's just my shoe or a lot of shoes, but it looks like it's just material here, but there's like a little bit of a bumper here, right? Keeping the kind of shape of the shoe and everything. It dents in a little bit easy. It's hard for you guys to see. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but it dents a little bit and I can't get that out. I've tried multiple times, put my finger in there. Once it dents, it stays dented. Again, it doesn't cause any issues, but when I do put my foot in to get settled, I do feel that a little bit. So I do want to point that out. This toe bumper dents and it stays that way. It's on both shoes. Both shoes, I have a little dent right there and I can feel it. It causes no issues, but I do want to point that out. The last thing I'm going to talk about is this is the Megablast. And they have a Super Blast, which is another super trainer. I think the Megablast and the Super Blast, while they're different shoes, I think they kind of do the same dang thing. They're both super trainers. They're great for long runs, easy miles, just plucking along, max cushion. I think they kind of do the same exact thing. I think the foams are slightly different, so I understand where ASICS is coming from, but I do think it's a little confusion. I've heard it from other people. I've tried walking people through the difference between the Super Blast and the Megablast, and I get the confusion. They do a very similar thing. Foam is different, yes. This is a little bit squishier than the Super Blast. I completely agree with that. But I understand where the confusion is. I think some people said, hey, this could have just been the Super Blast 3, and I can't really argue with them. That is definitely very good logic right there. Again, not a knock on the shoe. I just think ASICS needs to do a little bit better job of explaining the difference between the Super Blast and the Megablast and why you potentially want both in your shoe or why you only want one versus the other. That's just my personal opinion. I think some of the naming conventions are getting a little out of control, and I think the more new people coming into the sport, the more confusing it may be. But again, my biggest dislike about this shoe has nothing to do with the shoe, has to do with the price. $225 just hurts the wallet, folks. You heard the good, you heard the bad, and now you want my verdict. Should you buy this shoe? Honestly, yes. I think this is I hate the price, $225, but I love the shoe. It's kind of I'm having a conflict right there because I really enjoyed racking the miles in the shoe. I've used this for a lot of different runs and it just feels fantastic. This foam, I'm gonna do it one more time, is just so nice. And also the looks, love the looks. Got a lot of compliment about this shoe, about the looks. So again, I love running the shoe. I just don't like the price. The only thing I would say is if you don't really love like a squishier kind of shoe, you might want to stay with the Super Blast. That might be more of a shoe for you. But I understand everybody that's looking for a long run shoe, daily trainer, easy shoe, get a shoe that can pretty much give you 90% of your runs. This shoe can do it. I also think the durability is going to be really nice. Again, I have 33 miles into it. I'm not seeing any compressing of the foam. This shoe is definitely going to get you 400, maybe even 500 miles. I really feel comfortable in saying that. And again, no wear and tear at all on the upper. So again, the price is a lot, but I do think ASICS delivers with a fantastic shoe. And the Megablast, for me, is definitely a top shoe of the year. I got to figure out where kind of category. It's definitely my favorite super trainer. Not plated, it's not a plated shoe, but where does it fall? But this is definitely a top 3 overall, any category shoe for me. That's how much I like this shoe. You heard the good, you heard the bad, and you heard my verdict. Now I want to hear from you. Have you tried the Megablast? Did you like it? Did you love it? Be honest with me. Did you hate it? Also, let me know, should I do a video comparing the Megablast and the Super Blast 2, breaking that down a little bit further for you? Let me know. Drop a comment down below. Again, I appreciate all the support you've all shown me. Thank you so much. Remember, hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, and until next time, I'll see you all out on the run. Thanks for checking out this latest review. Don't forget, hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, and check out some of the other rad content that I've dropped out on the channel.